Artist to artist, venue to venue, another great interview brought to you by Spokane's newest online community, Spokane Music Mag.
Hi, this is Joseph from Spokane Music Mag, and we are here with DAVEY SUICIDE. First thing I would like to ask is how you guys came up with the name, which is also your stage name?
I was kind of in a low moment in my life, and I kind of needed accountability. And to me, I just was on the notion that unless you stop yourself, there's really nothing in the way of you persevering, and you're kind of the beginning and the end of your story. So I thought if my last name was Suicide, that would be a constant reminder that, you know, unless I kill myself or stop myself from persevering, then there's no excuse for me not to attain what I want.
Right.
And that's how it came to be.
Nice. Well, I mean, it's really hard coming up with a band name, and, you know, something like that is a constant reminder of just, you know, good things that are happening right now. I mean, you guys are here in Spokane. I definitely dig the music. The music videos that you guys are doing are insane.
Thanks.
They're crazy. Where does the concept come from, the music videos?
The recent ones, Vicente Cordero kind of came up with them. The past, I would say before No Angel, like Rise Above, and stuff before that. We've kind of always been a DIY band. We did all of our videos ourselves for a while, in like the Worldwide Suicide era, and then, but I think now we're to the point where we like the videographers kind of saying, "Hey, I have a concept. This is where I think it could go," and then we approve or disapprove, and then we add on to it. But
for sure,
I want the person producing it to kind of be about it. So
are you involved in the process a little bit? You can have them like run with it, and they give you concepts, and you guys are the final say.
Yeah, always. I mean, but you know, it's about finding a balance between both sides, and I like to expand our creativity by having someone who does this for a profession to say, hey, this would be badass, and then you got to trust in the process.
For sure. So as far as like all your members, how long have you guys like collaboratively been together?
Well, the band's been together for what, 6.5 years, 7 years almost. Nico and Derek have been around since like 2014, and Needles has been around since the beginning. We recently, our drummer ended up moving on, so we're in the middle of, Decker from Stitch Up Heart is touring with us. Yeah. So he's gonna be doing this in Europe with us, and we're gonna figure out a permanent drummer solution to this. But Draven, we love him, and it was heartbreaking to lose him. But it's
so about Decker.
Yeah.
We just did an interview with his other band, Stitch Up Heart,
we love
recently. That was awesome. It was a pretty good time. He's a good dude, for sure. So as far as influences, what got you into this style of music?
I was into the industrial, like the Nine Inch Nails, the Manson, the Zombie. That was the darker aesthetic of it. Before that, it was more like Guns, Pantera, Metallica stuff. And I like the 80s. I love like Skid Row, and I love the ballady type stuff too. That came out of the 80s. Everyone could sing back then.
Oh, for sure.
And everyone could play guitar really good. The drummers were kind of iffy, but and I think we kind of have a good blend of like the 2000 era, the 80s era, the 90s a little bit, and then we're taking it to our own level. So I think there's some modern rock, active rock components in our music too. So I think we've kind of melded a few decades together and brought something new to the whole landscape.
So this isn't the first time you're going to London area or overseas.
Right. We went in 2013.
Nice. How'd your tour fare for that?
It was fantastic. I mean, we wanted to go back sooner, and we had an agent that just I don't know why we worked with him as long as we did, because he wasn't a go-getter. And we got a new agent this year over in Europe, and he's just killing it. He got us out with Saliva, Crazy Town, and we're doing some of our own stuff. We're going to Russia, Germany, UK. It's going to be great.
Nice. One question I was like really adamant about it was about your songwriting process. I mean, what's the basis that you write most of your material from? Because as a vocalist, that's a big deal because you got to put a lot into it, and it's all about your personal views, but also incorporating a band.
Right.
I mean, where do you guys start?
Needles and I will go over song concepts or whatever. Sometimes he has a bed of music he'll send me. I chop it up in GarageBand, sing over it, send it back to him. Then we bring in Nico. Sometimes it's me recording in GarageBand, sending it to him making the music cooler.
Nice.
So, I mean, it starts kind of that way, and then, people get their hands in it, and then we get to the end of the finish line eventually. For
sure. So, if there was a tour with a lineup that you could jump on, what would be at least the top 5 headlining bands that you'd like to be on?
It would be probably Rammstein, Korn, In This Moment, Zombie.
Nice. That would be a great show.
Cooper, I guess.
Yeah.
He's the reason a lot of us are here.
So last thing I would like to ask is any shout-outs to companies, any like a tire line, whatever you have that that keeps you guys progressing.
Dean Guitars has always been really good to us. They've provided guitars for us for years now. So shout out to Dean. Killers Never Die is a clothing line that I do designs for. So we can send out love to them. But I think the biggest shout out is all our fans. We've had a very roller coaster type of career, and I think that having really strong support, we have a really strong core, and it's been the reason that we can kind of overcome these like obstacles and roadblocks that we seem to hit, and it's getting fun. It's getting really fun.
For sure. Well, thank you for the interview. Shout out to Finger Swagger and Silite Productions. This is Spokane Music Mag. Thank you.